Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Friday, April 29th, 12:24 p.m. here in the Arizona desert. As always, Bitcoin Daily View got more for you there. All right, this is kind of interesting. A little bit of news real quick. Watch Biden's new disinfo queen goes full libs of TikTok. Anyway, if you have not heard of the new Ministry of Truth that the current administration and both ultimately Congress and the Senate are totally into, the disinformation government board, which is governance board, which is kind of horrifying. Nina Jankowicz is heading that up, it appears. And, well, she likes to sing about fascism and kind of a Stasi police state on TikTok, basically something straight out of libs of TikTok you would see there. Probably would have made it if she had purple hair. And she's been big in pretty much, if you follow her career and who she's been, etc., and who she is, it's just not cool. It's kind of terrifying. So this is actually an interesting time in human history, because basically the war, well, the U.S.-backed NATO EU incursion into the Ukraine is not working. Build Back Better is not working. A lot of things are not working for the administration. I'm not really coming from a partisan standpoint. It doesn't even matter if it's a left or right or whatever. It's just this administration, this government is not, basically, it just can't sell its bullshit. And I love this comment by Kathleen here. Is this for real or are we being punked? Seriously, this is Stasi level garbage. And if you start to research this lady, it's pretty intense. So I wanted to mention this. Here's one of her comments. Now, to some, you'd probably say, yeah, she's a hero. To me, not so much. But check this out. And of course, those Steele dossier, she was big in trying to debunk that and all, but that's all a matter of opinion, whether you believe that's real or not. I think there's, hooks into facts as to whether it is or not, but she definitely was. She's been running interference for the current administration for quite a while. But this is important. This is where it gets beyond anything partisan, and I'm trying to not be partisan on this. But check out this statement by her. Imagine her kind of like, singing it libs of TikTok style here, all proud of herself. Isn't fascism great? Oh, look at me. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, check out what she said. Anyway, long story short, I think we as a country might be too free-spirited, to put it diplomatically, to comply with social distancing recommendations unless I think we as a country, unless they're forced to. I think that's wrong grammar. Anyway, unless we are forced to, or they're forced to. What you're saying, anyway, long story short, I think we as a country might be too free-spirited, to put it diplomatically, to comply with social distancing recommendations unless, not there, we're, as you stated above. So anyway, they're forced with their, anyway, her grammar is, am I just a retard, or is that not correct? Anyway, it would have been, anyway, long story, I think the people of the country might be too free-spirited. If you'd say it that way, and then you would say they're focused upon, anyway, screw it, whatever. I don't think it's written very well. So basically, without force, America is a little bit too constitutionally minded. They have this idea of sovereignty, of individual liberty, states' rights, things like that. All this stuff that typical fascists don't like this lady, to be honest with you. So she's saying, so force away, lock us down. People are not taking this seriously. Anyway, sorry, guys. I will not belabor this, but this lady, this whole thing, this disinformation governance board, as if we don't have financial problems as it is, I think I'll create a more put together presentation in the future, but this is just because it kind of comes down to a matter of opinion. You either think this lady is a hero and what she's doing is great, and we need to, I don't know, whatever. For what it's worth, this crap is scary to people who are constitutionally minded, who believe in the, freedom of speech and all that crap. And, things like that. So White House proposes plan to sell Russian yachts for Ukraine aid. When you look at the legislation that they're trying to push, and it's been scant to find info on this, but when you look at the legislation they want to push, and the Senate and the House are not going to fight it, it's not about Russian oligarchs. It's about really Russian citizens, as far as I can tell so far. So allegedly, if you got a Russian passport and you're in the U.S., you might want to get your ass out of here because, let's face it, they froze the bank accounts of the Canadians and the trucker convoy. Look at January 6th. Whether you think that was an insurrection or not, definitely the legislative process has not been followed whatsoever for those poor people that, some of which are still, I believe, still, in jail uncharged. So this is scary. They're saying, oh, we're going to go after the Russian oligarchs. No. It's going to be a lot more so than that. And this is only another stepping stone. So great. I mean, this is, some people will say, yeah, F them, those oligarchs, whatever that even means, Anyway, sorry. Just saying, guys, we're heading to this, and see like lady like right here throwing that stuff, you know what I mean? Imagine her like being this lady right now singing. Like where's she at here? Like while she sings this song to you, blah 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 blah. Yep, and of course there she is. She's like, oh, here you go, peasants. Here you go. Here you go. Anyway, so let's go back to a little bit more news. A new gold standard. Kremlin confirms intention to back ruble with gold and commodities. So it's not just so much a gold-backed ruble; it's commodity-based ruble. So that's a powerful thing. And so while you have these, shrewd businessmen here making big moves, we have this dimwit singing on TikTok who's going to create a Stasi state for America. Wow, I never thought I'd really see this shit happen. Anyway, U.S. oil. So U.S. oil spot. Okay, today coming in at $103, down a little bit. Dollar strength index on the daily, just right now, beginning to take a little bit of a hit. I'm going to call that good because this thing has been a rocket ship to Pluto. I'm glad to see it level out a little bit. That might be a bring up in the crypto and commodities world, quite possibly. Well, we'll take a look. S&P 500. Whoa, that is not a nice looking Friday today at all. Dumping kind of hard. I'm going to also look at the in this square here. Let's look at the rut. And sorry if I belabored the whole Stasi lady too much. It's just, I'll tie it together. I'll make some bullet points and I'll try to present it a little better later in a future broadcast. But I think it's important to know because ultimately that is going to affect the world economy and this economy and your individual liberty if you care about such things. So anyway, a Russell 2000 index, a red candle also. So basically we definitely have S&P 500 and the Russell not looking too incredible today. Take a quick look at the Dow. Why not? Let's get a little a vision of what's going on. Dow, definitely a red candle today. It's getting ready to get below that 20 WMA. That wouldn't be too groovy if that happened. U.S. Tech, the U.S. Tech 100. I think it's a good thing to look at. Continues on the daily a downwards trend. Today a red candle going below the heartbeat of the channel. And I don't care about the MACD on that. But anyway, downwards trend, below important moving averages, below all important moving averages on the daily chart. Gold. A green candle, second one in a row. I'm kind of liking that. A lot of wick action going on, but it is bouncing off previous support and resistance. So maybe we're seeing a turn up on gold. I can dig it. Silver plummeting, 22 bucks. It was 25 recently. It even hit 26. Anyway, silver dumping. That's kind of amazing to use a guided cruise missiles need like a lot of silver. They do actually. Here's one thing here, the ruble, look at that rocket ship to play. Look at that thing. Boom. Way above, pre-invasion levels. That is pretty darn crazy. If we look at the day that it happened and actually did like let's for fun. And I'll just do this real quick here. Okay. Let's do a forecast. So if this was the day that they invaded about, let's just say we take it to the bottom of that. Let's just go to the body of this. So basically, since the invasion started like 73 days ago, the ruble is now up 7.4% after dumping. Dig that. Can you dig that? Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah. Where's she at? What do you think about that, Nina? It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So let's keep on rocking. So Bitcoin trading volume coming in at 3.3 billion. That's not super high. At least it's above 3 billion. That's good to see. What gets me here, I think something to pay attention to as we roll into this Friday. We have a mix of green and red. So basically positive inflow, positive volume, trailing off volume. So volume is not universally green right now. It's a mix of green and red. So some exchanges are, gaining volume slightly. Some are dumping off volume slightly. So like Bitfinex about down 29%, Coinbase up 14%, Binance up 2.63%, Gate.io down 8%, KuCoin down 4%. So we kind of see this mix, and most likely looking at the overall 7-day graphs here, we're probably going to see all of them go red this weekend unless we get kind of a surge of traffic. So low Bitcoin trading volume, spot pairs, not particularly bad volume today necessarily, but it is trailing off. It's a mix of hot and not. And it is Friday. Binance, 59 billion for derivatives. 50 billion is good, 60 billion is better, 70 billion is really, really good. So we're almost at 60 billion. So 50 good, 60 better, 70 really great. We're at 59, not bad. People are probably longing and shorting, getting ready to trying to predict what the market's going to do as volume trails off and we go into the weekend. I bet there's a lot of shorting bastards out there. Let's find out in just a second. Bitcoin coming in at 38,466. Looking at the top 100, most things are red except for Gate token, GT, up 1.5%. Anybody else in the green? Nope, that's it. Top 100 getting hammered because Bitcoin's getting hammered. The market's getting hammered. Geez, the S&P 500 and like silver, and we got some serious lava flows going on. So be careful out there, truth seekers. Long 71%, short set 28%. That's kind of a heavy long bias for Bitcoin. So be wary. Exchanges like to make money wrecking hopes and dreams of longers and shorters with leverage. Looking as that's for Bitcoin, looking at Ethereum, 68% long, 31% short. So definitely a long bias for Ethereum and Bitcoin on Binance. So there you go. But here's the thing about the longs that's making me a little bit nervous is that if we look at the daily chart here, okay, I got a red candle today. We're below all the important moving averages, below the 200, below the 314, below the 50 moving average, below the 20 WMA. And the MACD for the daily is tangenting kind of harshly negative. So this is in general, this creates an environment for Bitcoin that I think is more dumpy than pumpy. And overall, watch out because if Bitcoin keeps being flaccid, you will see an alt or two burst up. You will see some boom action here and there. But in general, be careful because I think bursts will be short-lived. So if you can catch it, but don't keep on holding onto it too long. 3-day chart. Check this out. Last 3-day candle closed below the 200 moving average on the 3-day. This one so far is red. Also, this one started on 25th, and this one started on the 28th. This one started yesterday as we go into this weekend. Red candle below the 200 moving average, below the 50 moving average, and the 3-day MACD is crap. So in my opinion, Bitcoin's looking pretty darn weak. Be careful. Especially, gosh, look at if this is correct over here at Bitfinex. If we have this kind of long, if we have all those long stacked up, I'm just saying, y'all, you're gonna get wrecked. We're probably gonna see some downwards movement this weekend unless volume picks up. So keep an eye on it. So Bitcoin 45-minute chart, as you can see below the 200 moving average, going down. It is basically right now finding resistance on the bottom of the RSI cave. Let's see if it can hold that. Right now, indicators show that we could be in a spot to start turning up. Basically, until it turns up, be careful. We'll see what happens. Here's one for you. Ape versus USDT. It's on Binance. It's on KuCoin. It's on Coinbase. Great little coin here. Ape has been going ape poop, as you know. Do a Fibonacci sequence here. You can see it's now giving a lot back. It's dumping. 0.5 Fibonacci could be a bounce spot for this little rocket ship to Pluto. Also, 200 moving average is right there. It right now is finding the bottom of the RSI cave. So we could be finding a location for this thing to kind of firm up, find a bounce, and start moving. If it goes below the 200, I'd probably just ignore it unless it actually finds support in the 618 pocket and starts moving up again, kind of where the 314 moving average is here on the 45-minute chart. So trade at your own risk. Let's look at the indicators here. Indicators show could be time for a turn up, but beware. It's not. This is too much volatility right now. Indicators are a little bit wacky just because of that. So could have a bounce coming right around 19.3027. If you get a bounce there, indicators start turning up, get some volume rolling in. It could be back in play. Let's see what happens. SHIB versus USDT. I'm just kind of looking at this one. It's on Binance, KuCoin, Polynex, Coinbase, kind of everywhere. Gate.io. Did a 4-hour chart, pulled a lot of data in, started this Fibonacci sequence back in like September of 2021. As you can see, it pumped like crazy. It's given a lot back. It's been kind of hanging out here at 786. It's still pretty much holding that. But do note this, it has been collecting lots of blue diamond merit badges and lots of little pink squares, as we call them underneath, which are just 200 moving average. So the pink square is a 200 moving average cross to the upside, and then the blue diamond merit badges are across between the 200 and the 314 in 1 to 3 candles, I do believe. So we are seeing a lot of positivity here as the market firms up. If we get a nice progressing upwards Bitcoin, or maybe we'll see some action here. I have kind of I don't want to say no doubt, but this is one of my kind of very, very, very few hodls, and I do think it will eventually probably hit those all-time highs again. And if you were riding some right now, that would be 278% or so. So I don't hodl much, to be honest with you, but I am hodling me some SHIB. Okay. With that said, sorry this was kind of slow, and sorry this was, whatever. This is a good one. I kind of got a little bit sidetracked by Nina here because, her singing voice just really kind of does it for me. I mean, a little bit of candlelight, some like fine Shiraz. Anyway, everybody take care. Bitcoin truth seekers, we're going to keep an eye on this disinformation government what's it called? It's called the probably lost the thing already here. What is it called? I can't even find it anymore. I closed the original story. Disinformation governance. Yeah, we're going to keep an eye on this. A real close eye, and I will kind of present it well every day, rather quickly. Okay. Here's a little tip. I will look into this more later on. We're going to go into this over this weekend and maybe kind of as the week progresses. Here's something I'm just now getting into. Not sure if I even endorse it, but something you might want to pick up on or just kind of start checking out. I'll put it in the live chat there and over here at Bitcoin Daily View Telegram. Check out this. So far, it's a bit of a headache, but I've kind of started to get into EMP money, as they call it. And I'm doing some farming here. Got a little bit of money in there, doing some farming. So you can do your farm, then your farm, you go send it over to the boardroom, and then you go over here to the detonator, and then you kind of move your money around here. Actually, you can start to do some wild things. You even just go farm to boardroom, then back to farm. You can really kind of set and forget and chill and make some money doing this. So anyway, I'm going to do a little bit of a presentation on this and share some videos on it. It may be of interest to the people who are not afraid of MetaMask, not afraid of Coinbase Wallet. If you're a bit of an advanced crypto person, I'll do a little, like I say, I'll share some videos on this. I'll kind of go through my little setup here. And I've just now been using it with the MetaMask wallet, and I'm finding that it does work. But I'm going to try it with the Coinbase wallet and see if it's a bit smoother. With that said, everybody, check it out. It's worth checking out. Just don't buy anything until you see my affiliate link. If you love me, or I don't care, do it anyway if you feel like getting into it. But I'll do a bit more presentation on it. I'm doing some kind of research on it to see how legit it is, and also some other farming opportunities that I'll share as this weekend, as the next week progresses. There's some really great passive income opportunities that are for real. We're dumping a couple $1,000 into them, might even actually keep you yielding enough to pay the rent throughout the year. We'll get into those as the week progresses. And remember, everybody, for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, a piece of shit globalist cries and this glorious vision they have for our future. It's glorious vision. It doesn't happen because I say it ain't over till the fat lady sings. Well, it's over when this skinny wench sings. Anyway, guys, take care.